Welcome to Macrocode. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help-desk management system. So on our previous video, we were actually trying to clean some of the items like editing, deleting, and even viewing the details. So for example, under system tasks, you can edit, and you can see this is how the edit page looks like. For the edit, you can see we don't have the right to access that, and even on the deletion. So if you go to our controller, let's just check on the system tasks. We need to check on the controller and the kind of permission that we need to have. So I'll just go to system tasks. Then under edit, you can see this is edit. This actually should be modify. So change this to modify, and also this one. Then if we relaunch our app now, we should now be able to edit our project and update some of the details. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like our video, comment down below. And in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code using the link down below. So if we just log into our application, go to system tasks, then we try to view the details. This is how it looks like. For edit, you can see this is now how the edit works. Then for the delete, this is so we need to check if we have the delete as well. So how do we do that? Go to system roles, assign rights. Then here, system task, you see we have create, view, modify, and modify. So we need to update these to delete. So let's just go to system tasks, and under system tasks, we need to check, we need to search for system tasks. Tasks, this one. Then if we do this, we can edit. So here, so let's just change how our edit works so that we're able to do that. First thing is for the details, we need to change this. So let's just go to our details page. And if you remember what we did under cities, so this is how our details page look like. We have our card here, the table row, then table header, table data, table row, table header, table data. So that's our structure. So we're going to do the same for our system tasks. So just go to details here. So then I'm going to replace this here. Then I'll just say system tasks details. Then these are table rows. So I'm going to replace this here with table headers. So replace everything. Then for DD, we are going to replace as well with the table data. Replace everything. Then we now have table header, table data. Then you are going to close this. So we are going to close with our table row. So let me zoom so that you're able to see. Then here we are going to do the same. Then we close it here. So this table row, we open, then we close table row. Then we also open here and we close it down here. Sorry, we close it down here. So then this will be our table. Then we need to format our app, and you see we need to close it here, our div. Then for the buttons down there, we can borrow them from the cities. We had actually done this under cities section. So I'll just copy this, go back here, and under system tasks details, then you can update this here. So we just format that. Then this is how our app now looks like. So if we try to update our application, we should now be able to have, so let's just check if it will update. There we go. So you can see we have now code, countries, and we have order number, and you can also go back. Then here we can say this is update. You can call this update system task. So then if we update that, then and click details, you can see this is update system task. And you can now check even most of these items. So you can see that is how it looks like. So Then we have the edit. So this is how the edit looks like. For the create, so if we click create, you'll realize that we have this particular form arranged in this manner. So that is how we are going to check. We can actually borrow this from the create. So I can actually copy, so I can copy this row here, how it is, and I can go back to our edit. You see this is how the row looks like. So I can actually, so let me just close, or we can actually, let's just modify it. So we are going to have this in a row. So let's just do that. If we go to edit, so we'll do here MD12. Then I can actually say here, this is MD6. Then we are going to close it here. So we are closing the div. So I'll just close it there. Then I'll paste my div here. I'll close it here. Sorry, div. Then I'll do here, I'll just do copy paste. I'll also close my div there. Do that again and close it here. Then for the buttons, we can also borrow the buttons under create. You'll see this is the buttons. So let's just borrow what we had on our cities details under edit. So this is how it looks. So you can borrow this. So the good thing is we are actually borrowing some of the items that we had done. So you can see here. So this is how now our div, and you can format it so that we see if there is any. So this is how it looks. We have back to list, and you can say update system task. So once you do that, you can remove this one. Check if everything is closed. Then our div needs to be closed here. So I'm going to close it here. Then you can format this again, and that is how it looks. So another thing is for the parent here, we need to have this add select to here. So we are going to do single select. We'll have our select to there, and I think that's cool. So we just go back now and try to update our app. We should now be able to see some of those changes under edit. So let's just see. So we need to relaunch our app. So I'll stop it and try to relaunch it. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like our video, comment down below as we are actually completing this particular series. So I'll just go to sign in page. Then if we go to system tasks, edit. So you see this is how now our edit looks like. We can update the title. So let's just go to the title. We can say update system task. And we can remove this here. You can say this is update system task. So if we do that and update, then we have our update looking now. So you see this is how now it looks. So, and you can always now update this particular information. So then you can go back to the list. So we need to get something. So for the delete, so let me just remove that particular permission. So let me just go to system tasks. So I can actually give it the modified permission so that we see how it looks like. So let's just do that for now. Then we can always, so that is delete confirm. We need to have delete, where is it? Delete. So we have two deletes. We have this one, and you have the delete confirmed. So let's just relaunch and see. So we can see now how our edits page look like. So let's just modify this again. So if we click edit, you can see now this is how it looks. So let's just go back to our edit page. That is the delete page. System task delete. So we can even borrow some of the delete sections that we had done for our previous section. So for example, system codes, I think we are done the one for, I think that's, let's just check for the cities. Delete. Yes. So we are actually arranging them in a table as well. So let's just go here, go back to our system tasks, delete. Then I can actually have this here. Then we can say this is for any DL, we are replacing them with table headers. So this is something that we have done. So we are just repeating this. Then for any TD, so this is so we can actually do here. This we can remove this. We need TD. Yes, so this is the one. So then we can replace the DD with table data. And after that, we can now be closing here. We do TR. Then you can be opening and closing now. We do that, we close. So I think we need to replace DD as well here. We need to have these as table data. Yes, so that is it. So we need to have table row, table header, table data, and then we need to close it here. So I'll just close it here. Then we can actually go open these again. We close it here. Then we have this and we close it here. So after that, we need to close this to a table. So this is a table. Then this is how our form looks like. Then we need to close our div. You see these two? We need to close them. So we have, so I'll remove this and I can close it here. Then we can actually borrow one from what we had done, and so this is, where is it? Under cities. So let's just borrow one from cities, and this is how our form looks like. So if we go back here, you can actually, so this is delete system tasks, you can actually add them here. So, and this is how it looks. So if you see here, you can say delete system task. So if you do that, then we are good. So let's update our app and see. So let's relaunch and see how that works. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, and comment down below. So we are going to sign in. Then on signing in, we go to system task. Then here we say delete. So you see this is how it looks. Delete, are you sure you want to delete this? Then you can always do that. We also have system security, but also ensure that you don't actually allow users deleting this particular system task, because this is actually what defines some of the roles that we have. So let's just go to departments, details. You can see this is how it looks. So we need also to arrange it to look better. So that is what we need. We've been doing. So, and we can borrow it from system task. So just what we have done. So I'll copy this to table row, go to departments, where is the departments here? Then we can actually update this here. Then any DT, we can replace them with table headers. Then for any DD, we can replace them with table data. Then after that, we can now work with our, we can now divide it into rows. Then we have that. You can always close them. So I'm going to divide them into table rows. So this is how we are going to make this application. So I think in our next video, we are going now to ensure that we export some of these data to Excel and even create some of the reports, because we need to now start having outputs from our system. So this is a table, and we can format this now. This is already closed here. Then we can actually close another one here. Then we can do away with this. So if I format that, so this will be that way. And if we format, then we can borrow the details from system tasks or even settings. So we can borrow this here. So we have it down here. We can update it here. And you can see, we can now say update system task. So if we update our app, then our system task page will be arranged in a table format. So you can see this is how it looks. And we can actually change our title here. We say this is system task details. Then once you do that, then you can see this is how our app looks like. So I think we've done the details. So let's go to edit. So you see we don't have the permission. So if you go to departments, our edit should be modified. I think yes, so this should be modified. So that is the permission that we should be having, and this should be modified. And even for the delete, I think we did not add, so that's cool. So let's relaunch it and see. So if you have any suggestion, guys, on what you need us to do in our upcoming videos, comment down below, and we'll actually incorporate it in our applications. So let's just proceed and see. So we are going to sign in. Then here we have departments, then edit. So you see this is how it looks. So we can have this in a row and also in a card view. So let's just take what we have and create. So you see this is how it looks. So we need this. So go to edit. Then here we can do MD12. Then we need to close this. We need to have this in a row. Then here we can actually we close it. So we'll be having that. We need to close this as well. And what other thing can we have is we need to close this row. We need to close the entire row here now. So I'll format that, and I'm going to remove this. Then for the edit, so let's just use what we have under cities. So I'm going to copy this, go back to our departments, under edit, and I'll paste them here. Then here I'll just do update department, and that's cool. So if we do that, and here you can say update department, and I'm going to remove this, and we can say here also update department. So that's cool. So let's relaunch our app and see how our application looks like. So we are trying to now make sure that all the pages are okay, and it's actually functional. So if we go to departments, details, this is how it looks. Edit, you see, you have department code. So here you can say department updated. So if we update, you see department updated, and we actually don't have the messages, so we'll be adding them. Then delete, this is how it looks like. Let's add it in a table format. So if we go to details, I think we can borrow what we had done here. Go to delete page, then I'm going to update this here. So then we can now say for NET, we change this to table headers, replace everything. Then for NEDD, we are going to change this also to table data, and replace everything. Then we now start arranging this into rows. So I'll just now be closing here, open, then we close, then open, then we close, then we have open, then we close. So you're going to open this as well, then we close it here, then you're going to open, and then we close this here. So if we do that, then this one will be our table. Then I'm going to do that. Then after that, we can borrow some of the items under countries, for example, for the delete, these ones. we had actually added the icons and the things. So I'm going to just update them here. So you can see you have the ID delete, and you can say this is delete department. So after that, I think we are cool. Let me just confirm that everything, so we need to close something down here, and we are good to go. So let's just relaunch our app again. So I'm going to relaunch our app, sorry. So sign into the application, go to system, that is the departments, then delete. You see this is how it looks. Department code, cleaning, department name, created by, and we'll actually be changing this. Instead of actually now seeing the department ID, the created on, modified by, we need to be changing this to display the names of the users. So I think we are done with that. Let's go to system roles. So for the details, you see we don't have the details. For the edit, we also don't have the edit. Delete, we don't have the edit. So I'll be showing you how to add this, because this is actually a modified part of this particular section. So I'll go to system codes, whereby we have the pages. So this one, you can actually add that. For the details, remember we've been having the table rows. This is how we want our application to look like. So we are going to update this here. So I'll paste. Then for any DT, I'll replace this to table headers format. Then we are going to replace DD to table data. Then that is cool. Then we now arrange these into rows. So you can have that. So I can paste this. You can have this arranged that way. Then you can also have another one here. I'll close it. Then I can also have another one here. I'll close it. Then I'll have my table here. Then I can format this. Then here we'll be having div, and I can also have my div here. Then I'll close that. Then for the details, we can borrow the buttons. So I just need this particular section. Yes. So if we go back here, I'll replace this here. Then you can just say update system. We are under system. So this is system code. So let's just check system code detail. So that's what we are updating, system code detail. So I'll relaunch the app, then you see how that looks now. So we've arranged that. So this one should be MD12. So this one can change that. So let me relaunch the app again. And you can say this is update system code details. So this will be update. So this we can call these system code details. So if we do that, then we can relaunch the app. So that is how we are going to do that. So let's relaunch the app and see how this goes along. So if you relaunch the app, go to system codes, then under details, you see this is how it looks, update system code details, and that is how you can view the details. You can see now it's a bit more, it looks better. So for the edit, you see we don't have the permission. We need to change the permissions. So let's just go to system codes. Then for the permissions, we are done update instead of modify. Then that is how it looks like. Then for the delete, I think we did not add. That's cool. So let's change the edit section as well for the system code details. So we are going to change the edit section. We just need I think also this one for the create, we need to change it. So for the edit, so this is how it looks. We need to do MD12 here. Then let's just borrow what we had done for the others. So this is how it looks. So for the edit, we can paste this here. We need to have it in a row. Then we'll be So we need to have 2 columns here. So I'll just do MD6. I'll close. Then I paste this down here. I close this. I'll also paste it down here and close it here. So this is how our system code details page looks like. So if you click details, you have the code description, and you can actually click update, and it will take us to this particular section. So you can see here you have the code, the number, the description, and the status. So for the system code ID, we need to put in the select tool. Let's just go to system code detail, edit. Then here we can do single select. So you can do here single, then we say single select. Let's just confirm whether it was single select or how was it. So let's confirm from our on the create. Let's confirm from cities. Under create, we have single select. So this is how it should look like. So for the system code details edit, we have this as single select. So that is it. So if we update it, you'll notice that our application now, we'll just confirm, you're able to, we have now select 2 here and you can search. So if you go back for the delete, so this is how our delete looks like. So you can also update this. So let's go to, we can borrow it from the system settings. Let's just take it from the country delete. So you're going to borrow the table here and everything here. So if you go to system code details under delete, so you can add this here. Then you can do your table. So you can replace this with table headers. Then after that, we can actually do this one as table data. Replace it. Then we can also, so here we can have these as rows. So I'll just do that also, and I can close it here. Can also have this, and I can close it here. Then I can have this, and I can close it here. So this will be our table. So then we need to close some of the divs here. So I need to have these two here. That's cool. So you can borrow some of the details that you have on our this one, for example, this one from cities, and you can paste it here. So if you update that, then we'll be having these as delete system code details. So that is how it looks. So if we update our app, we should now be having, this should be div12. So let's just do that. So this, let's just leave this to 4. So I'm going to relaunch the app and be able to see what is how that particular section looks like. So we are going to leave it there for today. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, and we are going to ensure that we complete some of the pending items here. Then we start doing other things. So this is how it looks now, and you can always edit and view. So that is it for today, and if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. See you in our next episode. Bye. So that is it for today. We are going to leave it there for today. So on our next video, we are going to proceed and ensure that we complete some of the actions that we have been doing. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and see you in our next episode. Bye.